Okay, let's see if it takes. Oh, nice. All right, it looks like it's working. Now here's the kicker. I'm gonna try adjusting things. So let's see how I do this. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm looking to get it. All right. Huh. Okay, it seems to be working, so pretty happy there. Another test one this time. Let's call it out. Another live SRT test stream. Okay, test stream. Okay, and this way I can monitor how things are going on this thing here. And what I want to try this time is I'm going to try switching off the Wi-Fi, and I'm going to see if it'll take. So let's see. See if it did. All right, I think I'm still connected. Yeah, I'm still connected. Okay. So I think I should be able to turn off the Wi-Fi. Okay. Where's the Wi-Fi? See if it'll reconnect. Oh, nice. It reconnected. Okay. Okay, it reconnected. All right. Back online after swapping. I swapped it from Wi-Fi to 5G. Swapping to 5G. So it disconnected it from the server, but it looks like it still took. Okay, so let's see. It says it's streaming at this point, so we'll see. Okay. Seems like it's hung up right now, though, but I'm going to let it run. Okay. I think it's connected. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. It did connect. It reconnected. Nice. Okay. Okay. This is going to open up some doors here. Okay. Again, let's talk fishing stuff. Doing some test streams right now, and I'm really just trying to up my in real life IRL fishing live stream game, mobile fishing live stream. And the intent here is being able to do things on the fly. So right now I've got my mobile phone streaming directly to a virtual machine in the cloud, and it's converting this SRT secure, reliable transport, I think is what it's called, SRT protocol. That's going to send it to the cloud and then encode it and make it into the RTMP protocol that'll go into YouTube. And from there, it seems like you have some, at least less band with being used to get the same quality, and I'm hoping less pixelation, because I was getting a lot of issues when I was fishing over there at Denison Dam, and I just couldn't get a reliable stream. But what they say is I can be able to stream, because I'm streaming at the lowest HD quality that you can, 720, and still getting it over. And what I do like about this is I'm able to use my Samsung earbud, whatever thing, and still be able to talk. So I can actually just kind of walk away and still maintain some good communication with folks. So I'm liking that. and I'm hoping that things stay connected here. Yeah, it is. So far, I'm really impressed with this. In fact, I think I'm just going to have a little fun time live stream here. So, yeah, this is working. Might as well have a little something while we talk. And I really just want to see if this connectivity works well. I've got it right now on the iPad, and that's going to be what I'll use to maintain connectivity while I'm streaming, specifically with the chat, so I can stay engaged with y'all. And then I'll be using this. And so I think with this setup, I might be able to do some pretty good streams while we're out and about, to include maybe Denison Dam live, as well as when I'm on the coast over there in Galveston here in the upcoming month, August. And hopefully we can get you some good action shots live, as well as I'll bring my action camera and get some behind the scenes stuff, as well as some long form video for some of those other action shots where we're not able to get things on the fly, or live, correction. Yeah, live. Okay, so I'm hoping this is working out well. Right now, I'm just going to run the stream just to make sure that I have a strong connection. So I'm liking what I'm seeing, that I can stream from my phone, maintain some good quality audio, or at least good enough audio to keep folks listening in. And at the same time, I can monitor now my chats in case anyone has anything to say. In fact, I can even answer. Okay, so I think with this set, this is probably going to be the most portable, simplest setup. I've got a means to stay connected with my iPad online using a travel router connected to a USB tethered modem. So that'll maintain the connectivity that I need with my iPad. I don't have the newest generation, the 10th generation iPad, the one that uses the USB-C connector. Instead, I've got the old Lightning connector. And so I had to do a workaround by creating this USB modem deal. But here, I'll go get it real quick. Talking fishing, talking connectivity. Hey, might as well up our game here, so bear with me. I'm going to go walk over and grab stuff and show you what I mean, how I'm going to stay connected, okay? All right, so right here is this baby right here, okay? Let me just walk it back. It's my man cave. All right. Oh, little darkness here. It's a little dark back here. Okay. We'll get back into the light here soon. Okay, so yeah, I'm liking this. I like the ability to stay engaged with folks, at the same time giving you some live feeds. And so my workaround for being able to use the iPad, so this is the iPad that I'm using right here. Okay, I can monitor the feed, make sure that everything's working good. Right now I'm on Wi-Fi on the iPad, and I'm on my I'm on my cellular plan, data plan on my Samsung. Okay, and I'm able to monitor things this way, so I can see myself out on a pier with the iPad kind of hanging out over there by my gear, and this baby on my neck harness, and I can fish, and we can talk fishing while I am fishing, and maybe catching a bruiser or two, specifically trying out that bait finesse style ultralight bait casting rod that I picked up for last year in preparation for this year. Okay, so that's going to be the big one. I'm hoping that I can use some of those 2 to 3 inch, maybe even bigger size live mullet, and see if we can get some bigger size speckled trout. And I'm hoping that we do. Got some good pointers from an individual who taught us some things last year that I believe is going to up our game when it comes to fishing the old saltwater here on the Texas coast. Well, speaking of that, okay, so I'll have the form set up. I'll still bring that action camera, the DJI action camera. I may eventually convert my old GoPro Hero 5 because it does have just a built-in HDMI connection mini HDMI into some kind of encoder, maybe the Raspberry Pi, and seeing if I can get that one streaming directly through an SRT stream back to the virtual machine that I've got on the cloud. I think that's the next phase. For now, I just want to keep everything simple. I've got a phone, I've got an iPad, I've got connectivity through my data plan on my phone, as well as connectivity with this travel router. This travel router right here, okay? This is the GLI Net travel router, okay? And it's connected to this power bank, okay? And then this is the T-Mobile USB tethered modem, and that is connected to the travel router, and that is what's going to give me the connectivity that I need for my workaround to use my iPad to connect into this. And the good thing is I can connect other devices at the same time. So I do have another backup old Galaxy S5 that it no longer is in service, but I can use it as an extra, I guess, streaming device, or at least monitoring device, where I hook in wirelessly, and I can also use that to surf the net, as well as bring up, in this case, this YouTube studio, so I can monitor the chat. So this is going to be the main thing that's going to keep me connected with my iPad, okay, plus other devices like an old phone that no longer has a cellular data plan. And that is what I put together the other day. I've tested it several times, and it has worked well. And I've been really happy with this, and that will be what I'll have in another backpack thing. It'll probably be, let's see. Oh man, I gotta go find. Let me go grab a phone holder. All right. So I can be hands-free, okay? All right, and I know this is a fishing channel, and we usually talk fishing stuff. But this is more of a test stream that I'm doing so that I can get us ready for our upcoming trip to the Galveston coast, or the Texas coast there in Galveston, and do our annual trip where we fish the old salt water, okay? All right, there we go, that's better. Okay, so the big thing about this is if I had the USB-C connection for my iPad versus the Lightning connection, then I could have stuck it straight in with this USB modem. I tried it with my wife's iPad. She's got the 10th generation, and it works, and so that's good news there. But the workaround is I've got this travel router connected wirelessly now to the internet to my iPad. I do have the option to use this old Galaxy S5 that I had many years, and this will basically be my portable in real life IRL mobile fishing live stream. Okay, and I've tested this out. This lasts about 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours, powering this thing, and as well as USB modem. And I've been extremely happy with it. It's the 5G red cap is what it's called. So it's not true high ultra capacity 5G like I have on my phone, my Galaxy 22. But it is still doing what I need to maintain this chat feature that I'm looking for, because I think one of the key things when you're out there fishing and you're showing some live video, I think I've had some real good engagement with folks watching the stream, and on top of it, I'm getting some real good pointers as well as call outs. Yeah, there's a few trolling out there, but you just throw on the old moderation deal, keep it strict so the craziness stays down, and if there is some craziness, that's the other reason why I do like having the access to a chat, because then I can moderate as need be, because I certainly don't want any non-fishing things being discussed or inappropriate things being discussed when you truly just want to be out there fishing, you know. All right, David Martinez, howdy, how you doing? Let's see, Alex Diaz, hi, how's it going? Just hanging out over here doing this test stream where I am feeding a SRT protocol to a virtual cloud, virtual machine in the cloud and shooting it out there. How am I? Doing well, doing well. Having a little something adult grape juice. And at this point, I would call this a successful test of the live stream setup that I have. And I think it's going to be very portable, take it out different places and whatnot. And on top of it, I believe I'll have the flexibility to be able to stream where the signal isn't as good as what you can get normally when you're on 5G. Okay, because what I understood is the SRT protocol versus the RTMP that feeds into YouTube uses less bandwidth. I think it's like half the bandwidth. So hey, might as well take advantage of that. Still getting some HD quality stream, 720. So I think we can have some fun out there when yours truly is out there fishing. One of the tail of the tape in this case is going to be when we're fishing Denison Dam. Where the striped bass are currently running, and if I can get a decent live stream from down below, I can maintain a live stream up by the parking area, but once you get down into the tail race section where you walk down the rocks and the stairwells and whatnot, the stream quality just kind of really just becomes very, very spotty. You get a lot of gaps, pixelation. It just doesn't maintain a good quality stream. But with this setup, I'm going to see if this SRT protocol really hooks up things. So I'm really looking forward to it. Hey, how's it going, Groundhog? Glad you're back again. I'm just doing these tests. At this point, the test is pretty much done. And the only thing I'm doing now is I'm just checking to see if, how good the quality, or at least how good the, connectivity remains, throughout this stream. And in this case, again, I'm using my phone on my data plan, 5G, and I'm using a Wi-Fi connection on my iPad to maintain the chat. And this is streaming into the cloud. And right now, I'm not seeing much jitteriness at all in the preview. And I've kept everything down to a minimum when it comes to setup. So at this point, all I need to do is log into the virtual machine, kick off the listener for the SRT stream, and then at that point kick off my camera on my phone, and lo and behold, there it is right there. I'm getting some connectivity as well as getting some engagement, maintaining the chat here. So yeah, appreciate it. Glad you guys were able to join. Really open floor at this time. Again, I talked briefly about this is what's really going to be powering things to maintain the chat. I can connect my iPad as well as an old Galaxy S5. Actually, I can connect upwards. It says 250 devices, but I'm really thinking one or two is all I need to have. And this will certainly come in handy. Battery life, 4 to 5 hours. Certainly going to come handy when I'm hanging out on a pier on the Texas coast. I can keep that over there, waterproof and whatnot, maintain stuff there. As well as my iPad, so I can maintain the connectivity. Because I'm trying to keep the gear set up and the gear exposure, salt water, rain and whatnot could be pretty rough, to a minimum. I'm pretty much just bringing the things that I normally would have brought, which in this case would be that DJI AI action camera, along with this, the phone. Alrighty. Yeah, I pretty much retired my GoPros. Right now I'm using one GoPro as a second camera when I do my HDMI multi-camera stream. I used that the other day when I was doing the fly tying video demo live. It was live, so I was able to kind of switch from this camera, an old school T2i Rebel that I use from my main camera, but fourth hand, I think it is. I mean, yeah, it wasn't very expensive. I think it was like under $200. I kept that as my main camera, It's got a manual focus, so you'll see me sometimes taking my hand and kind of going over the camera and adjusting the focus for you. And then I've got a connection to the iPad that goes into the multi-camera setup, so I can click and show you in the background some of the uses. In this case, it was the foam grasshopper where I'd fished it in the past, and I've got that video running in the background as I'm describing, be it how to fish it and whatnot. For the actual stream itself and the demo, I was using that GoPro 5 and using it to provide the video feed into the live feed or the live stream. Key takeaway: the GoPro Hero 5, I think, and then maybe one generation up, came with a built-in mini HDMI connection. The 8 on up, I know for sure, requires a media mod to do the same thing. I do have the Hero 8. Funny story about that is I had the Hero 5. I had it connected to a power bank so I could maintain a continuous video without having to swap out the batteries, because one of the things about GoPros is they overheat on you, and next thing you know, you only got about maybe 30 to 45 minutes of video recording time. The workaround is to take the battery out and connect it to an external power bank, and it works for hours. And I did that for many years with the Hero 5. Included a adapter to allow me to maintain the power, as well as connect an external external microphone to it. In this case, I had a lav mic that was connected to it. And lo and behold, I'm out there fishing the Blue River one year, and I had a walking stick that I had picked up years before from the river itself, and it broke on me as I was navigating through the rocks and just kind of got a dunking. And that took my camera out. And luckily, I was able to have a change of clothes and kept fishing. And when I got back, I let it dry up and everything and put it in a deal of rice and let it sit for a week or so. And lo and behold, it came back to life. But luckily, when that happened, the Hero 8 was on sale too, and I got it at a sale price as a replacement. So I thought I had lost the Hero 5, went to the Hero 8 as my main camera and used that as well. In fact, I'd gotten another one of those external banks, external power bank connector or whatever that I've used for years as well. And that one was working out well until the USB connector, the cord shorted out. And so I retired it and just took that one and just converted it over to just straight batteries again. Internal batteries that you can take in and out that last you about maybe 30, 45 minutes or so. I still have it. The main thing I liked about the Hero 8, excuse me. The main thing I liked about the GoPro Hero 8 is the microphone. The built-in microphone didn't require me to have an external microphone for it. The most I ever did with it was I would take I forgot what it's called now, but it's just this foamy thing that goes around the whole camera and reduces the wind noise. It's almost like a microphone foamy thing that you have on your normal microphones that you have, like you see podcasters have, to break the pause and T's and whatnot, P's and T's that you hear on podcasts, and reduce those plosives, I think they call it. Additionally, it worked well for reducing the wind noise. And that was the main reason I liked it, because I didn't want to end up falling in the water and, again, losing another camera. And because it was waterproof, it didn't require external, waterproof, whatever, if it's below, I think above 30 something feet. I used that for many years. And then I learned, well, you got to do the external, deal there. So at least that other cover that I had at least kept it water resistant, so I could splash a little water and not worry too much about it. So that was the Hero 8. And then that one died on me, specifically that little cord, but I've since revived it to where I can use it again. But I mainly use it for the internal batteries, more as a backup camera. What I've gone to now is the DJI Osmo Action 4, not the 5. And I've got one of those DJI mic minis that connects to it, and I can maintain some pretty good video as well as audio quality when I'm using it. It doesn't work so well when I am connected to my phone and streaming to YouTube directly, or these other setups. I've tried all these different combinations, and what I notice is there's this annoying staticky noise that I can't get rid of, and I believe it's because of the 2.4 gigahertz wireless connection. There's multiple things that are on that spectrum that I'm using, and it's just kind of clobbering each other and causing this interference. So I've since gave up on trying to stream in that manner because it is annoying. I hate the staticky noise. And I've since gone to this setup now. So when you see me do these rebroadcasts where I am fishing for a couple of hours or more, and it's pre-recorded and I restream it or rebroadcast it later, that's where I'm using the DJI Osmo Action 4. Let's see, Rod, howdy, how's it going? Just talking some camera stuff now, since we're testing this live stream setup that I have. But the main thing there is because of the sound or that interference, I don't really like using it as my main setup or main camera when I'm live streaming. So what I've since done now is I've gone back to in this case, my Android phone, the Galaxy S22. I've got a neck harness that has a magnetic connector to it that holds it in place securely. I've not had it fall out yet, and that is the main camera that I'm using. I was using a external microphone where it's got an OTG connection going into the microphone, or from the microphone into the phone, and then it would limit me to about maybe an hour of live streaming. But then I found out you can connect the splitter that also allows you to do an external power bank. And when I've done that, I've upped my streaming game on the phone to about maybe 2+ hours now. The main thing you got to be careful of is every once in a while, if you're not careful, the power bank will shut off, thinking it's not being needed, and now it's working off your phone. So what I typically do is I'll make sure my phone's completely charged. I'll connect it and I'll go fishing, and as I am streaming, I will check every once in a while just to make sure that my power bank is working correctly. So I just look down and I'll see that the digital display is still showing, knowing that I am still connected and it's powering my phone. If it's not, I just click the button on the side, and lo and behold, it's maintaining the power. So I've done some 2.5 hour plus live streams from the phone with that setup. Having that external microphone has been a boon, has helped. The other thing is with this new setup where I have this Galaxy S22, it's not feeding directly into YouTube. Instead, I am feeding to a virtual machine on the cloud, and it's sending that stream to YouTube from there. So it's taking an SRT protocol to an RTMP protocol to YouTube. And what that does is the SRT gives you a little bit more flexibility in the video, not, I guess, being jittery and pixelation and all those other issues I've been having with the straight RTMP stream. The other thing that I noticed was it's great being able to stream from your phone, but you cannot stay engaged with your audience when you don't use the YouTube app. If you use the YouTube app, you can see the chat and you can stay connected and answer the mail as questions come in. So what I've been doing was I set up a old Galaxy S5, put it on that travel router with a USB tethered modem, and I was maintaining the chat on that phone and monitoring the chat there. that works out well. I'm going to do the same thing when I hit the coast, but I'm most likely going to use the iPad instead to monitor the chat instead of the other way. But I will have that other camera, or correction, other phone at the ready just in case. Okay. All right. So I hope it's been helpful. I've been really, really impressed at this setup. I'm looking at the stream right now. The quality looks really good. I think it's, even though it's 720, I think it's a lot better than what I've been seeing with the RTMP stream. Okay, let me go check real quick. Okay, it's showing SRT VPN 30 whatever frames per second, and I'm looking. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So, oh yeah. So I think we're gonna have some fun, especially when I hit the coast this upcoming August, and even though the quality may not be so great when it comes to the connection, internet connection, I think with this SRT stream setup, that'll give me that flexibility that I was looking for to get the video out there in real time. But I certainly do like doing the rebroadcast from the DJI Action 4 camera and then rendering it and just sending it on out. And I can monitor the chat myself and stay engaged with the video as well, watching at the same time as y'all are. It's more like a premium premiere versus an actual live stream. Okay. All right. Well, I think I would just say this setup, I'm going to call it a success. And I think I could do a few more of these. Maybe I'll actually do one where it's actual live on the go, where I'm out there fishing as a test before we hit the coast. But yeah, I'm really liking this setup. All right. All for now. Next time. We'll catch y'all later, and good